Hi guys, this is Gaming with Dalston, and today Jim. Let's get started on this. The reason I'm playing Minecraft on my phone, I'm doing this as a means of practicing for my survival series. This is like, in the world that's on my phone, it's like my practice world. Recent news today for y'all. Slayer has broken up. I know it's bad news for all you Slayer fans. If you're watching this. I know it's bad news for all you Slayer fans, but I just want to let you know that Slayer just broken up. The most likely reason why The Simpsons might end in the next decade, or sometime in the decade of the next decade, a lot of it's because the cast members are already starting to reach retirement age. Maybe it might go on. It depends on if the cast members retire or not of The Simpsons. And finding cast voice actors to replace them is kind of hard. Because they have to get the voice just right for it. That's the hard part. The hard part is looking for the right voice. Looking for someone who could voice the character. That's the hard part. The hard part is looking for some voice actors to replace the current ones. Rusty Taylor has already died. But fortunately, Martin Prince from The Simpsons is still alive, because he's voiced by a new actor or actress. Which could mean The Simpsons would have a potential second chance of lasting another 10 years. And it all depends on the fate of the cast members. The fate of the actors. When Marcia Wallace died, The Simpsons retired Edna Krabappel. When Marcia Wallace died. She died from breast cancer. Pneumonia complicated by breast cancer, as well as sepsis. Sepsis is a potential complication for of cancer. Pneumonia and sepsis are two of the potential complications of breast cancer. The reason why the actor cannot die in real life in the movies is because that could classify it as a snuff film. And that's illegal. And that is illegal. Which is why all the deaths in films are fake. A lot of the deaths in the films are fake. Like, they're staged. Those deaths in films are often staged. They're not real deaths. If the death was real, that film would never... They wouldn't be allowed to release the film if there was a real death. Like, unless they cut the scene out. Because that's classified as a snuff film. Snuff films can get pretty cruel. You'll find lots of those on the dark web. But things can get pretty scary on the dark web. Things can get pretty scary when you go into the dark web. And if you want to make some gains, don't focus too much on the machines. Focus mostly on the free weight and body weight exercises. The main reason... a leg press could also put pressure onto your back. And if unprepared, the leg press crushes you, you wouldn't be able to walk. But for this leg press machine, there's gonna be a lot of padding to ensure your bones don't break. You should use a leg press for strength tests, to test one's leg strength. I prefer compound movements over isolated movements. Why? You can add more weight to it. Don't do too much isolation exercises or else you're not going to make any gains. That's my advice. I discovered that John Venus might have started eating eggs again. Not all vegan bodybuilders are like that. Richard Burgess is still vegan. Richard Burgess is still vegan. Yes, Richard is still vegan. Like, more of plant-based. He's technically more of a plant-based person. Joe Rogan has a crazy... his opinion on veganism, he has a crazy opinion on it. But Ted Nugent is straight up against veganism, which is one reason I like to roast him. Maddie Limburner is still vegan, actually. Vitamin K is produced by your own gut bacteria. Vitamin K is produced by your own gut bacteria. Like vitamin A production is tightly regulated to make sure you don't end up with hypervitaminosis A. But unfortunately, some people don't have that gene that regulates vitamin A production. Which means if they consume too much carrots, they're fucked. The problem with ditching sodium from your diet completely is it's going to screw with your electrolyte imbalance, your balance of electrolytes. When it goes to anti-vegans, I think Sparage and Ted Nugent might be tied with this one. As well as Frank Tufano is another one of the anti-vegans. And by the way, if you want to know what Frank Tufano looks like, he looks a little kind of emaciated, even if he eats a lot of meat. He looks really malnourished. Like, he used to look healthy, but since going on the carnivore diet, his health has gone downhill. Like, you could see physical signs that his health has gone downhill. Disparage is just racist. He's a racist cannibal. Who thinks it's a good idea to kill and eat people. He's a racist cannibal who believes the earth is flat. And Sparage actually stabbed 4 classmates when he was in high school. That's how bad... That's his crazy behavior started before... Like, probably before 2007. Because Sparage was born in 1989. He was born in 1989. He was born around that time frame. Like, is sometime between 2004 and 2007 in which he stabbed 4 classmates. Like 2003 and 2007. Maybe earlier than 2003. Not only is he racist and believes the earth is flat, he also promotes slavery too. Not just that raw meat diet he's on. He encourages people to avoid going to doctors too. Because he also thinks serial killers and organ traffickers are so-called the real heroes. He's pretty deranged. He is mentally deranged. I think Sparage should be put into a mental hospital. Because he might be mentally... He also stares at the sun a lot. Intentionally. In the middle of the day. Raw meat diets are a horrible idea. I'd rather not follow diets like that. Me personally, I'd rather follow a vegan diet. Because with the vegan diet, you're at a lower risk of developing parasitic infections. Strict vegan. And the carnivore diet is ultimately a horrible idea. Because you're not getting any fiber in your diet. And you need fiber. You need carbs. how often you should recover, not only it depends on how old you are, it also depends on what you're eating. If you follow a high-carb, high-protein diet like me, you can do back-to-back workouts. Like, you do the same workouts the next day. You don't have to recover as often. The real narcissistic one is Sfarage. Who's really the narcissistic person? Sfarage is really the narcissist. He's the true narcissist. Yeah, the racist guy who believes the earth is flat that eats nothing but raw meat, who wanted to kill and eat people. Who is also fined £400, British pounds sterling, for eating a dead squirrel at a vegan market. Sometime in the future, I might think about doing a natty or not video involving a lot of bodybuilders. With the natty or not, the goal is to find out if the bodybuilder in question is natty or not. Natty being natural. When someone's not natty, that means they're on steroids or SARMs. Anyways, this should be it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked this video. Dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe for more. And as always, this is Gaming with Alison signing off. And until next time, thank you for watching, stay tuned for more, and bye. And don't forget to follow me on, but before I go, I encourage you to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for more content like this. And see y'all next time. Bye.